This is Andi Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by Fabio Wardley, the latest cover star of Boxing News this week. Fabio, how are you doing?
I wonder how many covers I've done. I've been on a few now. I'm such a big deal, mate.
Listen, I'm happy to arrange for you, mocking Boxing News there, I'm happy to arrange for you to have some covers sent out to you. I get quite a lot of fighters, so if you want my covers, I can get them arranged to send out to you.
Please, thank you.
You're welcome. Here we are, Joseph Parker. He's going to smash you. There's levels to it. What do you make of his kind of attitude going into this week? Do you think he's maybe just trying to get underneath your skin now it's fight week?
Nah, I wouldn't say trying to get underneath my skin. I think he's just kind of, I don't know. I think he's slightly disinterested with the whole kind of media fight week stuff. He doesn't seem like he wants to engage in the conversations, doesn't want to do the whole back and forth stuff. He just kind of wants to get to fight night. And don't get me wrong, I have that same feeling as well, so I can understand it, but you've got to do your job at the end of the day.
People keep talking about that equaliser of a right hand that you have, Fabio. Does it frustrate you that he seems to be kind of a recurring theme and nobody wants to acknowledge the rest of your talent?
No, because look, the game is the game and people pay attention to the 10-15 second clip of the highlight, and if that's me knocking someone out, then that's what everyone's going to talk about. So I guess I built a rod for my own back in that sense, but look, if it lets my boxing skill go under the radar, then cool, I'll take that.
There's a very adamant sense of positivity around a knockout on Saturday night from yourself and your team up on the stage. Is that the only way you see this fight going? You see yourself ending this fight within a distance?
No, it's not the only way. Look, don't get me wrong, it's probably more likely than the other, because ultimately I'm not trying to hang around in there either. Even if I did want to box, move and bounce around the ring for the whole time, I could pull that off, but I'm not trying to hang around there for any longer than I need to. I'm not taking away from that he is a dangerous opponent, so if I can get him out of there, I'm gonna.
They've made a good point up on the stage when he asked about the rounds that the pair of you have had in your last couple of fights. How much of a factor do you feel like that will be, given the extra rounds that you've been able to go in comparison to Joe?
Yeah, look, I do think it'll be a factor, because it's something that everyone's skipping over, not everyone's paying attention to, in terms of him having a bit of ring rust and being out of the ring properly at least for 18 months. 2 rounds in 18 months is not a lot. I remember when I have 6 months off or whatever, and I feel like I don't know what I'm doing when I get in there. So look, it takes a bit of time to shake off those cobwebs, so it might be slow to start on Saturday.
Obviously, the pair of you under the tutelage, obviously since you've had Ben Davison link up and since Joe linked up with Andy Lee, you've been on these meteoric rises, the pair of you. What's impressed you the most with Joe and the changes that he's made since he's linked up with Andy?
Don't get me wrong, his improvements as a whole are impressive, but for me, how I look at it is actually his, perspective, feeling towards boxing. He looks like he just enjoys it again. Whereas before, it looked like it was a bit of a job, maybe a bit forced, and he was just going through the motions. Whereas now he seems like he's actually doing something he wants to do, wants to get up in the morning, wants to go to the gym and all of that. And that's the impressive thing for him, but also from Andy Lee to bring that out of a fighter.
As a fighter as well, how much does that excite you going in against not just a fighter, but another trainer who's esteemed the way that Andy Lee is? Yeah,
look, it's like it's competitive on both sides, isn't it? It's me versus Parker, Andy versus Ben. There's all sorts in there. So yeah, look, it's fun. It makes for an entertaining fight.
Fabio, I'm sure it's just one fight at a time, but the news of Oleksandr Usyk this week saying he wants to face the winner of your fight on Saturday night. He's never said it publicly previously. He's always said he wants a trilogy with Tyson or with AJ. But that's the extra carrot being dangled now. The chance at undisputed, not just one belt if he was to decide to vacate, all of the belts. Yeah, look, it's all there. There's nothing more you could ask for at the end of this fight. So it's a massive carrot, like you say, but focus on Saturday night. How much of an extra fire has that maybe stoked inside yourself ahead of Saturday?
I don't know if there was room for any more. Like I said, I haven't come this far just to stop here and go, oh, this is good, and then lose and tick it all off. I want to go all the way. So yeah, that's. I don't need any more extra motivation, but it's nice to stick on top.
Just final one from me, Fabio, because I know you've done a lot of talking. Just a message to everybody, a message to Joe, a message to whoever ahead of Saturday night.
Nah, look, it's a message to everyone supporting me, everyone supporting the event, and everyone coming along. And first off, thank you. I appreciate it. And don't worry, you're going to get your money's worth.
Fabio, it's a pleasure as always. Good luck on Saturday night. Thanks for speaking to me.
Cheers, mate.